Hey everybody, Bam Collectibles here, back for a display case tutorial and review of ModuCase's 6th series. I have 2 of their 110 units and 2 of their 55s. I want to especially thank the owner of ModuCase who gave me a generous discount today on these, and honestly, just getting to talk with you, it was so refreshing because the motto on this channel is do what you love and love what you do, and you are living that dream. The owner just is absolutely passionate about the hobby and collectors themselves, so I'm so happy to have been able to meet with you and talk with you. And on my bucket list as a collector is to own a ModuCase, and today I get to check that off the list, and my hope is that it would house some Pokemon statues I have. We'll see how it shakes out in the end after we get things built, but I hope you enjoy this journey with me as we build it, take a look together. Without delay, let's jump on in. Alright, so first we are going to jump into one of the 55 series. It's the one of the smaller boxes that I showed there, and so let's cut this open and see what's inside. So very cool. They actually have this tool here that's included. It is an Allen wrench with 2 different kinds. And so that looks like what we'll be using to put probably everything together, which is extremely convenient. Thank you so much for including that along with everything. And let me pull up these instructions on my iPad real quick. Okay, so I'm pulling this up and it says up top here DF series, DF60. But also these look like to be universal for the 6th series as well. So I'm going to go with these and let's do this. Alright, so this looks ugly and hideous the way that it is. But what I did is, like I mentioned, I exposed only just a little bit on these edges over here so that we can slide it into place there. Let's see. Okay, so we slide that into place and my hand can freely touch all this part and I'm not going to get a bunch of fingerprints and gunk on there. So I'm going to get this one slid in and then I'll go ahead and remove the film sheet for the other one and we'll be good to go. Alright, so I got my 2 side panels on. And everything looks good so far. Acrylic looks good. And it looks like I need to get these last other 2 rails on the top here. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in and do that. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this. I mean, what we have here is the front panel is going to go right on top of here, and then this bottom, which is empty, we're going to go ahead and put, this is our flooring. And this is nice because what we have here, this board that goes on the bottom, it is a very nice felt pad, so your statues can obviously easily move around, and it gives it a really nice luxurious feel to it as well. And before I do anything else, make sure we're going to rip the rest of this acrylic film off here. All right, there she is. Get this in here. And we have the front plate. And what's really awesome about these cases is, get my iPad out of the way, is they have this magnetic cover that goes on the front that's easy to take it off and remove it. But it's magnetic, so you can obviously access any statues that you need to and stick it on there and it seals. So incredible. Again, this is the 55 6th display, and I'm going to have to build another one of these real quick, so hold on. Alright. Number 2's built. So what I'll probably do for these is I will join them together. There's some of the brackets that came with everything that I will get these to join together as one, because they will eventually either be underneath or stacked on top of the 110s that I'll be building next. But these are done for now, so let's keep moving. And here is the look of the 255s and the two 110s coming together. I decided to skip the 110 build process because it was really the same thing as the 255s. Now, I wanted to go over some of my favorite features while building this and getting it all together. First off, it's going to be how the front sheet of acrylic attaches to the case. There are small magnets impacted on the back sides and the metal framing, so it does magnetize on there. I love the felt strip that's also surrounds it that creates a nice black border. Right there in the center is where a handle can go if that's something you did want to install. Next up is going to be how easy it is to install the LED lights as well as hide the wiring, which is usually, for me, one of the most important things. I love a good, aesthetically pleasing display case, not a sloppy one where wires are hanging everywhere. These wire hiding clips were honestly one of my favorite parts of the whole case build. This hole right here is where all the cords feed out the back, and if you zoom out, you can't even see it. Also, the felt that's attached to the wood on the base further helps to give off that premium display case feel. The round grips on the bottom of some statues do leave a mark on the felt after you leave them there for a while. They do either rub out or cover up when you put statues on top. Speaking of, let's go ahead and fill this case up. Not many know it, but I do low-key collect some of the Overwatch Blizzard statues that they offer. That was a game that's very dear to my heart that I played for many years. As you can see, those front face plates are so easy to just remove and reinstall. Upcoming is going to be one of my favorite statues, which is of the 1/6 or 1/7 scale Kimimaro. One of my oldest and easily one of the top favorite statues I own is STR Jiraiya. You can see it fits nicely into there. If you've been around my channel for long, you will know Singularity Workshop is one of my favorite unlicensed statue companies that's making Naruto statues. You'll see here, we're going to fit 4 statues in this top 110. What's nice too is with that hole at the bottom left of the cases, I can easily feed some USB wires up and get the power going, so the LEDs will be shining from there. But overall, I love the variety that you can put inside of the ModuCases. If you go to their website, you will see that these were primarily made for a 1/6 scale figure collector, but I'm here showing that you can do a lot of different things with them and offer up a lot of different scales. In the beginning of the video, I did mention that my goal for this case setup is going to be to house some of my Pokemon statues. Now, in somewhat of a slower fashion, I'm going to go ahead and show you what it would look like if I'm going to fill this case up. This is more of a preliminary testing out, see how things do look in there. But one thing I do pride myself in being unique is displaying one of the original cards in a PSA graded format next to the statue. I feel like it further brings out the epicness of not only the Pokemon, but just the cards themselves. They complement each other so well. One of the best things I've learned when making an epic looking display case is the use of risers. At the bottom of every video that I showcase, there are some Amazon affiliate links down there that you could use and you could check out. So I have a different variety of acrylic, and also there are these shelf decorations, like square shelf decorations that I use to put statues on top of. But what it does is it further fills out the case. So sometimes there's what called, I guess, white space, or in this instance, black space that's created when you don't fill a slot. And using these risers really help to fill everything out and make everything just look a whole lot more complete. If you are interested in seeing all of my Pokemon statues all together, I will be doing a Pokemon collection showcase in the very near future because, I realize I have so many and it's very difficult to fit in some statue reviews amidst some of the anime statues that I typically do. So I want to do a general showcase of Pokemon statues so that people can see what is out there, because there are some amazing Pokemon statues that have been created that the world needs to see. I will mention that ModuCase statues are pretty much made to order, so it's not like they have a huge reserve or stock sitting around that's ready to ship. As soon as you place your order, they're constantly making them as soon as order comes in, so there is quite a delay at times when ordering from them, but I can promise you, if there's anything that is worth the wait, it is going to be these cases. So if you notice here, the right side of this case looks more full than the left side. And this is what I was explaining to you before about the importance of using risers. Here are some examples of those wall decorations that I use as risers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of these statues out and reorganize things a little bit and see if I can get this to look a little bit more full. As a collector, I know it can be very hard to take some of your money that you would want to use towards a statue pre-order and invest in some display cases, but I think it's very important that you do spend some time making your collection look good, and look no further than ModuCases doing that. I'll be sure to link below with the exact cases that I use for this. And that about wraps things up. As you can see, things are beginning to fill in the background. Now, this is not going to be the exact setup that I'm using for these Pokemon statues, but again, just an example of what it's going to look like. Stay tuned to that collection video coming soon. And as always, everybody, do what you love and love what you do. Bam out.